guess we'll see where I left off, because I don't even remember. Let's get into it. Yeah. What?
What's up for discussion?
Ah, there you are. Now, I hope you don't mind my having ingratiated myself into the most palatable graces of your provisions. You find me quite sated indeed. Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was. Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right. You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
You were sent here as an actual divine messenger?
Oh, Mistra's delicate feet are ill-suited for the hardships of the road.
You know where
Can't you
you
just
went wrong,
poof?
Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
If the gods know, why are we facing these threats
They
alone?
choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Mistra is mistaken. I will be the Absolute's destroyer. Gale alone? How so?
The all.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
That's monstrous. You're tasking him to kill himself.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend. But such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid.
At least he won't be eating my weapons anymore, because god damn it.
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, it shall be done. There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you. Tell me, what can I do for you?
Is Mistra always such a demanding goddess?
She expects those who seek to use the weave to do so honestly, and with respect for its potential to destroy, as well as its potential to save. I doubt she's asked many of her followers to blow themselves up. That's a fate she's bequeathed exclusively to me.
Bequeathed. It's a weird
She wouldn't
word.
ask such a thing if it weren't our only means of survival. However much she's annoyed at me.
How are you feeling? It can't be easy facing the possibility of death.
Oh, you know me, ever the optimist. I'm trying to focus on the positives. Truth is, I was living on borrowed time already. Consuming those items would only have kept the orb sated for so long. If anything, I feel more at peace than I have in months. At least now I know my death will have purpose. It won't be a distant bang in the footnotes of history.
Why doesn't Elminster take on the Absolute, or Mistra herself?
No doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better.
Better.
As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
I don't know about that. What do you make of having a vampire in our camp?
I know what it is to hunger. And I know what it takes to keep that hunger under control. He's done that so far, despite his condition. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute. It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling.
Bruh.
And a waste of a perfectly good Gale, I suppose.
Aw. He cares.
Supreme Kithrak, has Vlaakith sent you to slay me with your own blade?
I've not come to kill you, Lae'zel. I've come to aid you.
Don't trust him.
Skakek Kier Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Fine, we'll hear what you have to say before we gut you. Go on then, speak.
I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
Are you talking about the person inside? Do you know who that is?
If they have not said, they must have good reason, and I won't be the one to betray them. But the one inside's chosen you as an ally, protects you with their power. That very power will be the end of Vlaakith's tyranny. The Prism's tenant must be let loose. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Shares's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, just still Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Lies, Lae'zel, every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith-Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me
Listen
with
to the
this-
man, Lae'zel.
this
No, no,
heresy.
no. It's a pretty sword.
I will hear no more of it.
He speaks true of the Zaith'Isk. You need to trust him.
I served Vlaakith the whole of my life. Learned her words, fought her battles. Yet she names me a Sharlak. Your words carry truth. I will meet you in Baldur's Gate. Do not make me regret it.
She's so loyal. I love that though.
Lae'zel, I see Talakma Gear in you, sister in freedom. Together we will be our people's light. Take this. It is a Quanith, a psionic detector. The Queen's warriors hunt you. The Quanith will sound you out when you come near their portals. Hear its cry and prepare for battle, or slip away.
Muchas gracias.
I should go. Vlaakith's gaze pierces the seas and skies. She believes me loyal, and I can't afford her mistrust. Keep the astral prism close. Let no one take it from you. Slay any who try. Now to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting, Lae'zel.
Cool. Bro, let me go to sleep, damn it. Why am I still awake? Let's go talk to Lae'zel.
Vlaakith Karsivim Krashet. Only in Vlaakith may we find light. These were the first words I ever read on Tirsu slate. But they are no mere aphorism. They are law. They are creed. The root from which the 10,000 protocols stem. Forsake one protocol, and forsake Vlaakith. Forsake Vlaakith, and be the blood and meat which sates her dragons. If Voss speaks true, if Ascension is a lie, if tadpole purification is a fairy tale, then I have not sinned against Vlaakith. She has sinned against me.
What does ascension entail exactly?
Ascension is a young Githyanki's greatest honor. Long ago, the Geich enslaved my people. They dominated our minds and bred us for war, until Great Mother Gith took a hammer to our bonds. From the day of our hatching, young Gith have one purpose: to train hard enough to slay a Geich and take its head. Then, we speak the rite of ascension, and a red dragon comes to fly us to Vlaakith, in Tularath, City of Death. We are honored with an eternal home in the astral, celebrated for our victory. We are ascended. Or so I believed.
That's crazy. Boss called Vlaakith a tyrant. Does this mean you agree?
I never thought Vlaakith a tyrant, or me as a vassal. She was the source of my might, and I the envoy of her will. A warrior, a champion, a destroyer. But if Voss is right, and Vlaakith consumes the Ascended to gain power, then I am no destroyer. I am mere livestock, bred to be harvested and devoured. Every Githyanki is a slave with a singular purpose. Not to cull the Geich, not to prevent their grand design, but to raise Vlaakith to true godhood.
Who is the one in the prism, do you think?
I don't know. I can't know, and that drives me mad. At first, I thought them an illithid deception, a trick of the tadpole. But the dream figure is real. It lives in the prism. Voss believes they are the seed of Vlaakith's demise and the agent of Githyanki freedom. And I believe he may be right.
And if Voss is wrong, if his claims are wrong and Vlaakiths are real?
Then, when the Kithraki come for me, and come they will, I will submit to their blades. They would feed me to their dragons, and I would deserve no better.
Okay.
Yes. I'd like time to think. We'll meet Kithrak Voss at Shares's Caress in Baldur's Gate. Until then, be vigilant. Vlaakith's eyes are upon us.
Okay. Time to go back to bed.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
I'd always imagined Elminster to be more imposing.
The doddering act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mystra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. And there's a strange feeling. to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Surely there's another way.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
I'll make sure we find it, Gil, I promise.
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
Okay.
That helped.
You not supposed to be here. Leave.
This is what I sound like. Okay. Yeah, I was afraid, since I haven't played this game for like a week, that I wasn't gonna remember where I was at. But I know exactly what I was doing. I don't have to write down any notes.
They should all be running.
Set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order.
Try to buy your way in. Nah. Try to convince them that you belong here. It's me, your old friend Cornhusk. I'm intimidating it. This is what it sounds. Oh.
You managed to talk your way in. No easy feat.
Even the narrator sounded impressed.
Let's have a look.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Man, I'm just.
You're
Ugh.
being watched. Not everyone subscribes to what is mine is yours, it seems. Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect. Also
Alright,
more
it's gonna
cunning.
have to happen. Sorry. I tried.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
This is what it sounds like. Woo! Astarion, you're doing great.
Time to strike.
Should've just let me open the chest, my dude.
I'll take that.
I need to rest. The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Most of the pages in this aged journal have been hastily torn out, perhaps for kindling. Thus, the interlocking circles will bring the full moons to match the stars, while casting darkness where it belongs at the bottom. That chasm to the Underdark will stay sealed. I confess the design is not foolproof to outsiders. but I had to sacrifice complexity for the material resilience. I've always wondered why Saloon took me from the Hall of Wonders to serve at this temple as a priestess. Perhaps this was the reason. This is what it sounds like.
Anything of use?
Oh, a key. A is for Asluth and other gods. This is what it sounds like. Saloon guides us through the night. She is the moon and the stars, her tears. Her sister tries to douse her light, but she protects us from our fears. Shar will take your sorrow from you, but beware, her night is dark. She'll hide your pain and secrets too, and all your joy and all your spark. Sylvanus, god of all that's wild, of nature's danger and its charm. His glory's not to be defiled, or you yourself will come to harm. I thought it was going to be a poem, because it started rhyming for a little bit, but nah.
Very well.
This is what it sounds like. What's that?
Circles and the celestial. It's the seal from that journal.
I bet we can work out how to open it.
Trust no one. Hardly a challenge. Keep it together.
Oh my god, did I not even have to
These
do the
bears have
puzzle?
seen everything.
I was so ready to use my brain. I'm not even gonna lie. What? Her hands are shaking.
Been so long poking about down here. I'd much rather be outside with the sun on my skin.
You've only just come to tolerate sun and you're already nostalgic. If you're going to complain the whole way, by all means, return topside. You could use the color.
You can't blame him though. Like, he's been hiding in the dark for like hundreds of years, and now like he can feel the sun. So I mean, I understand.
Looks empty.
Mom looks empty.
What a day. With pleasure.
Careful, Lazel. It's dark around here. Would be a terrible shame to lose you forever.
Damn.
Do keep your wits shut. We may never know who's.
Is that blood? No, never mind. Have to keep going.
Someone there? messy.
Let's move.
Oh shit, that looks great.
Get back!
Careful. Not everyone looks this good dead.
This place is dark, but the lady's light shines yet. Just as the drow had almost broken through, Jarius rallied the last of the initiates and charged forth. For a moment, the cavern shone
Such
with
depth to the shadows. I don't care what others say about the Underdark. It's beautiful down here.
the cavern.
I'm used to a crypt's gloom. This is something else.
Can I speak now, guys? For a moment, the cavern shone with Saloon's own brilliance. I'd have gladly gone with them, wound or no, but Jarius bade me stay and hold the gate until his return. I am to keep the records too. I'll save space to write of his victory. It's been days, hours, since we've collapsed the tunnel. They were supposed to return after the battle. I cannot dig it out on my own. My eyes won't get used to this darkness, but I can hear them stripping the dead. I'm sorry. I haven't learned the death rites yet, but I will hold the gate, I promise. This is the final entry and is barely visible. More faint scratches than eligible writing. Sorry. Fascinating that such a seemingly valuable object has proven so difficult to track down. Indeed, treasure hunters the realm over have traveled to the Sword Coast with one goal in mind, to find the Night Song. Yet each by each they have failed, indicating dead ends, rebuffs, or else disappearing altogether. My latest inquiry was with a half-orc named Grayley, who insisted he come as close as possible to the relic as one may go without forfeiting his or her life. He indicated that the object is not, as most reports indicate, in the Selûnite fort adjacent to the river Shienthar. It is in fact held at the old Sharon fortress, somewhere in the environs of Moonrise Towers. However, Growley reported that some kind of potent shadow prevents one from approaching where this fortress might be.
What now?
Bungle Flips. Remain vigilant. We cannot be distracted.
Quakes. The bedrock must be under incredible strain.
More are coming.
Who? What in the hells are you?
They're coming.
that voice, it doesn't sound like the urges. The urges don't give warnings. Still your mind to this unusual voice.
You can listen all you want, but it can get the hells out of my head.
They're coming. You're coming.
Slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. This blade was a warrior's sacrifice to Stray. Blood can only be honored with blood. The drow script inscribed on the blade flickers and glows. It rises from the stone, hanging in the air in silent offering.
Oh yeah. I guess I should go to camp.
Cursed to put my hands on everything. Something's on my mind.
Oakfather's blessings to you.
I have to ask, how do you know so much about the parasite?
I studied one up close. Closer than most would care to be to those things. A drow attacked me and I defended myself. Afterwards, I was able to examine the tadpole that emerged. Hideous, but fascinating. Like nothing else in nature, I'm glad to say.
The shadow curse you spoke of. Surely it can't be that bad.
It's had the whole region around Moonrise Towers in a chokehold of darkness and despair for years now. Those who remained are shadow cursed. If you don't die at their hands, then you become one of them. We have to get to Moonrise, but the less time we spend in its blighted surrounds, the better.
What about this secret stronghold in the Underdark? You must know more.
Precious little. But I'm quite certain it can still be found.
Why do you want to go to Moonrise Towers?
Those illithid creatures threaten the natural order. It's my duty to do what I can to stop them. There's also the Shadow Curse. It's an affront and must be cleansed. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thormund his Dark Justiciars years ago, but I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. If I can join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I can lift this curse, just as you find a cure for your infection.
Seems like you feel responsible for the shadow curse somehow.
Well, there's hardly anyone left to share the responsibility with. Few who witnessed the fall of Moonrise still draw breath. What Ketheric Thorm unleashed is not something that nature can undo by itself. I must do what I can. I studied the Shadow Curse for years, but to truly understand it and stop it, I must reach its source.
Do you know how the Shadow Curse can be stopped?
Perhaps. But we'll need to get closer before I can put my theory into practice. Put it from your mind for now. Once we near the curse, then there will be more to be said.
Is that why you went with Aridin? You thought he might find this route to Moonrise?
Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceramorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aridin and his band. We didn't even get close.
At the celebration with the tieflings before, I hope I didn't come off over too strong, got caught up in the moment.
There are few things that are too strong for me. And cast those regrets aside. You did not get caught up in the moment. You seized it. In other circumstances, I would have done the same.
I'm glad I didn't leave a bad impression then.
A bad impression? Impossible.
How are you faring out here at the camp?
With such stimulating company? Never better.
Okay. Magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? I kind of want to give her like a long hair this time. She's so cute. That's really cute. I might keep that.
A line with a fork and 1, 2, 3 dots. Bloody infernal. How was anyone meant to read this garbage?
Doing some stretches before bed? Do you want me to take a look?
What are you doing?
Sorry, I'll leave you alone.
Wait, I'm sorry. You caught me by surprise, that's all. I've been tracing the scars on my back with my fingers, trying to read them by touch. But I can't. They may as well be written in Rashini.
That's terrible. Want me to get a mirror? That's so terrible. Let me have a look.
This isn't your problem, you know.
I know. Now shut up and turn around.
Fine.
The jagged script is definitely infernal, the language of the hells, but you can't make out its meaning.
And? What can you see?
Impatient. I'm not sure. Hold still. I'll draw it for you.
What in the hells? What did he do to me?
Should we ask the others? They might know something.
No. No, let's keep this between ourselves. At least until we know what it means. 2 centuries carrying this. And I can finally see it.
Did you ever see Cazador write in Infernal before?
No. I could have missed it, of course, but I doubt it. Cazador was only figuratively hellish. There were never any devils hanging about the crypt. Whatever he's left carved in my flesh, it's a mystery to me. Thank you, by the way. This is... well, it's something.
We'll figure it out, I promise.
Will we? How... sweet.
Sweet.
You are swallowed by a chorus of turbulent music. Through one creature sing many voices, the harmony of an entire collective.
Sovereign, she has come. She is here.
The choir fades. A single melody rises above the others, brassy and commanding.
I am sovereign.
You see a vision. Your lifeless body wrapped in fungal tendrils. The sovereign is threatened.
State your purpose.
Tell the truth of the parasite. You only seek safe passage in this search for a treatment. Yeah.
Fungal roots weave through your mind, seeking your true intent. Then the sovereign drones a new melody, cautious but welcoming.
I can mend neither skin nor spirit, but we still might commune. Descend to me. Let us speak in flesh.
The persistent music coaxes you forward. The sovereign expects you.
Very well.
Fungus and mold glaze the servant's face and body. Through music and vision, the sovereign reveals its origins. You see a frothing duergar, axe drawn, crazed by bloodlust, bearing down on a young myconid. A frightened myconid circle conjures mildewed vines. They encircle and transform the duergar. It now belongs to the circle. It will obey the sovereign.
Cool.
Don't.
Her condition is familiar. Poison, derived from a wild weed common to the Underdark. She'll need an antidote soon, most likely held by the poisoner.
Give her an antitoxin, why not?
God. Whatever that is, I needed it. Why are you helping me?
Does there have to be a reason?
Down here? Tends to be. But I'm nearly good to get on my feet. I thank you for your help, but I gotta get moving. Oh, it hurts. Coles garters. Oh, I don't have time for this. My kin need me.
You're in no condition to help anyone.
Maybe not, but you are. I need you to rescue my kin. We can pay. We're Ironhand Clan, best artificers in Baldur's Gate. We were on an expedition down here when the Duergar snatched us up. I got away, but not the others. The Greys have them digging out some old ruin across the lake.
What was this expedition your clan were on?
Just mining for materials. Nothing unusual. But our work pays well. Help my clan and we'll make it worth your while. I swear.
Alright, I'll free your people if I can.
Thank you. Only wish I could go with you. But here. I nabbed these boots from the Greys when I ran. I'll feel better knowing you're using them to kick some Dweger ass. I'll mark where I made my escape, and wait here, I suppose. Not much choice, eh?
Sovereign's thick fingers stroke the corpse at its feet. A droning melody greets you as the creature turns its gaze to you.
Flesh talker, I show you a memory. Watch and listen.
A violent vision grips you. Dweger, dark dwarves chopping myconid remains.
They broke our peace. They killed our young.
The Sovereign's song slows to the pace of a dirge. It is still in mourning.
We laid waste to many, but intruders remain. Lakewood.
The Sovereign's song halts as it measures your worth.
I sense your resolve. You will find Dweger invaders near Lake's edge. Cleanse the rot. Destroy them.
Let us spill blood. Dweger or myconid, I care not which.
Okay, Lazo. Why did these Dweger attack?
Deep purples swirl into familiar shapes. Gnomes in mining gear, chased by Dweger.
The Dweger seek a gnome. It is a guest.
You harbor a fugitive gnome? Admirable of you.
The Sovereign says nothing, but you hear appreciation in its song.
Planting spores in a corpse. What magic is
We
this?
breathe life into our enemy's flesh. The dead make a fine host for my growing children.
If I die down here, destroy my corpse.
Don't worry. I wouldn't hesitate.
These spores hold such power. How might I gain this knowledge?
You may not. The spores hear only the circle. They dance to no other harmony.
I'll cleanse the rot.
The Sovereign gifts you one more vision. A wall of vines parting to reveal glowing light.
Riches of magic and mind. Cleanse the rot, and they are yours. You do the circle a service. We will await word.
Dream in red.
Seems the shrooms are letting in more people every day. You see a fella on his own on your way in. Dwarf. Balin's his name.
Can you describe him?
Bald, blue tunic, dumb as a stick.
Haven't seen him.
Right. Never mind.
Do you want me to look for him?
Knock yourself out. But don't come begging for coin if you find him. You try to ransom him to me, you'll find yourself skint and stuck with a fat old lout.
Who is he to you?
My useless husband. Sent him for an errand. It's no surprise he's made a mess of it.
Show me your wares. Cause I got hella things I need to sell. I got 2 shovels. Why? I don't know.
Fleshwalker. Tongue talker.
Tongue talker.
Far you've come. Reach into memory. Tell me of home.
I like it. She looks good. I don't have a home.
It mourns, moved by your emptiness. It reveals its own home in reply. A humid cove filled with decaying myconid corpses.
Dwergar destroyed my people. I am a sovereign with no circle. This circle does not welcome me. But I have heard the song. You mean to cleanse the Dwergar rot. I mean to join you.
Okay.
Remain in the Underdark, and I will follow. We cleanse the rot together.
Something hot in trees. Racing. Almost like an invisible hand pulling me towards it.
I've got the plans and the superbar. Now I need somewhere to craft it on. The forge at the blacksmith's house should do. Anything of use?
Silence! I am breathing
That's pretty cool.
life.
Death.
What's next? Have to keep pushing.
Stop! Stop!
Bibber, what? Speak plainly, won't you?
These mushrooms! Toxic! Scroll! Escape! My bag, please! I've dropped it! Somewhere!
Hold on tight. I'll find your bag.
Thank you!
I'm a Misty Step. I survive that, but he didn't. What the hell? Oh my god. Well, I'm not going back. Sorry.
Let's see what
But
we
that
have here.
happened. That just happened. Wow. So I get for not saving, damn it. Ah! What the hell, man?
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
No. I feel the fair's rest fading. I cannot leave the Underdark. It nourishes us all. The circles, the drow. We drink of its essence. Turn back. I am weak.
Well, let me save. Bruh, I can't believe.
Please. I will refresh myself near Spore.
Can I, like, go there now, or what?
The bark is in place. Now, for a great sword, dagger, or sickle.
Give a starry and a cool dagger or something.
The roaring furnace awaits an offering. A candy-sweet scent wafts forth. The Susa bark infuses the weapon from within the flames. The flames sputter away.
Look how
The dagger
cool.
is yours for the taking.
That was cool. Let me save. And I'm so sorry. Okay.
What's up for discussion?
Well,
Balin died in a field of toxic mushrooms.
dead. Worthless old fool. He had one bleeding job.
No love lost between the two, if I gather?
Love? Never heard of it. Balin was a rotten old bastard. Treated me like an old shoe for 70 years before his mind started to go. Softened him up. Made him realize how much he needed me. Losing his mind was the only good he ever did by me.
What are you doing down here?
Collecting noble stock. Valuable mushroom. We've a shop in Baldur's Gate. The locals go mad for it. Not no more, though.
What makes this mushroom so valuable?
I've yet met an ailment it couldn't help. Baldness, blindness, poison, piles, and best of all, it cures my dangerously underweight purse. I'll find my way out. No point hanging around this den of misery.
I'm sorry.
It is time.
Yes. Yes, it is time. Yes.
Death
Yes.
to the Dwergar.
Yes. Okay. Let's go kick some butt.
A camp. Looks abandoned.
Prime spot for an ambush.
What? Gek! Got someone sneaking up on us.
You got a bloody rot flower for company? Must have let it get in your head. My axe will fix that in no time.
I have no idea what just died, but
The fanfare is sung. The rot is cleansed.
A welcome rest.
Come, we must speak. The tumor is excised. The Dwergar are dead. Here, I break ground. From the dark will a mighty circle rise. My song will fill the grotto.
the grotto.
The grotto may sustain but one sovereign. In the age of glut, there may be no spore. Eliminate the other sovereign.
I don't think so. If you're so eager for blood, Glut, let me give it to you.
You shall never again know home.
Fury, I am dead.
Yeah, I don't know why you thought you'd stand a chance against us.
So much for circle glut.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I know how to eulogize a giant mushroom. Come leave.
Best to make camp.
No traps, please.
It's very creepy. It's like Medusa's lair. Very creepy. Don't look at it.
Don't linger.
I saved them!
Tongue! I offer to parley, and he brings a spectator. Twit! Quite ruined my ambush. Now, you are?
I'm Cornhusk. You're welcome for the rescue.
Rescue? Helpless babes are rescued. I allowed you to assist me. I am Dawn, third son of House Bartol, first rank evoker, and initiate of Graven Hollows. Oh. Oh no, no, my dear dark gods below, no!
What's that?
A memory shard. They hold their glow for years. And it's fading. It contains knowledge that is precious to me. If it has grown this dull, then my enemies have already found the forge. Which bastard stole my glory? Zargrim? Filro?
What forge?
The Adamantine Forge. If it had been found, the name would ring throughout the Underdark. Unless... Huh. Ha! The fools must have turned back, or, better yet, died in the search. Good. If they had just surrendered their research to me, we might have found the forge together. But no. They hoarded their knowledge, left each of us clinging to scraps. I had the good sense to lock mine away in the shard. And now I can claim the forge alone.
Alone? Don't you still need your rival's research?
They knew of the forge's defenses, its operation, true enough. But I know its location. The rest I can figure out with time. Now I am the only one searching. Or... almost the only one. You proved your power in freeing me. But I need no more rivals. Try to take this as a compliment, yes?
You're really gonna fight me after I, like, saved your ass? What the hell? That's annoying. Bro, that was embarrassing. Where are the others?
crystal shines only faintly. A memory shard, the wizard had called it.
Come on, it's just a 10, damn it. A 4 again. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, cool.
The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang at your back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
Cool. Okay, it's time to go to camp.
Here goes nothing.
You know who I haven't spoken to in forever? Will. Or Gale. Where are they?
Just what I need.
I do enjoy our conversations. What do you need? Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of xenomorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. Perhaps whatever's causing our tadpoles to remain in stasis has also affected your mind.
I kind of want to bring
Xenomorphosis
Gale along
takes
with me
place,
because I
all
haven't
trace
like
of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's
played
hive.
with him for a minute.
So, to still be here, if I might
Yeah,
forgetful,
I think I will.
still a win in my book.
Let Lae'zel rest for a second.
Since the party, I've had a spring in my step. And I've got you to thank.
Oh.
I'm sure we will. And when the time comes, I've got something in mind. Now, no prodding. You don't want to spoil the surprise. But I'll say this. It'll be worth the wait.
Oh.
What can it do once it's extracted?
Nothing good can come of it unless it is contained. Why?
It might be useful. Who knows?
That might be worth it.
Still breathing, despite everything. Best be on my way.
Watch your back.
30. What the hell?
So, do you have love with you once this is all over?
You know what? That is not the easiest of questions for me to answer.
You mean just waiting, like a lovesick puppy? Short-term amusements are much less hassle.
Off we go then.
Oh my god.
Packed up. Pushing on.
Have to keep going.
My little soda pop.
Quite the burrow hole. I'd rather not meet its maker.
In death. Scorched ground. Better watch out. What's that?
I'm way too big.
Bet that will fit in my pack. Wonder what's past this.
Oh yeah. Thank God. Alright, where is it? Now I. Oh, there it is.
What's hiding here?
Isn't it so that every time you speak as you cast a spell, you're endeavoring to call upon Mystra? I'm surprised she still listens to you.
She has no choice. She's sworn to hear all magic users. Even me.
Wretched thing.
I'm sure she at least stuffs her fingers in her ears to muffle my implications.
What path lies before me?
In the beginning of this book, Priley declares it to be a play by Dame Inya. There is a light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface to survive, and in its wake it tramples everything. Will kill the rest so that one can thrive.
That's a friendly looking shadow. No traps, please. One day I'll catch a break. Let's see what this does. I spy with my little eye. Nothing of note, really. Can hardly feel the spinning.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition, Gale.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Dearest Lenore, I'm not sure I should say this, but your last letter really worried me. Why in all hells would you tame a bullet just because you found it near Marina's grave doesn't mean that it's a sign. I'm really worried about you, Lenore. A bullet is not a pet. Using it as a guardian is one thing, but you sound quite taken by it. I know you don't want to come back before you finish your research, but if you are feeling lonely, you know my door is always open. I'm not reading all these, I'm so sorry. That was sad.
New sounds to dampen our compression break. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Oh, out thou, friend, a rescue from a lonely wake.
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as the next wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
How can I trust? How will I ever know? How can I show myself my darkest me?
You do not redeem the secret show. Reveal the truth. Do what you wish to see.
Something's on my mind.
Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
There is a light in every living thing. It's crawling towards the surface. I don't know what all these are gonna do.
And in its wake, it tramples everything. Will kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Oh shit. Good thing I saved.
Of course, my love. Don't be afraid, sweet girl. What can I do? Say, would you like a hug?
Sure.
Come here. For just a moment. Let it out.
His arms are too tight and too low for a comfortable hug, as if he's meant to be embracing someone slightly shorter.
Remember, you are loved little so much. You're doing great. And everyone will be so proud of you. As I already am.
Interesting.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Dearest Year, I don't know if you're coming back, if you'll even read this message, but if you do come back, would you wait for me? I'll be gone a few 10 days, but the thought of coming back to this empty tower with nothing but Bernard to fill these halls, I don't know how much longer I can take this. I miss you so much. I can't shake the thought of how different things might have been if I've only been less stubborn. Working on your lightning inventions, my magic, eating together, laughing at your stupid puns, waking up next to you despite everything, I still love you. So please, if you read this, can you wait? I'll be back. I won't be long.
Keep your distance, darling. Hardly a challenge.
I can do better. I must. Never wanted the easy path. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
nations. O blessed Boal,
Boal.
our bones to build your temple in the deep.
A wave of pure devotion washes over you, and with every surge, you feel a presence grow in response.
Word, priest! Promises! Your god wants proof! Wants blood!
These beings are Kuo-Toa,
Kuo-Toa.
former Mind Flayer slaves that manifest their gods through sheer belief.
You, our Lord of Murder, demands sacrifice. You will be an offering for the great god Boal.
You can give it a rest. Your god isn't real.
Not real?
You sense a flicker of doubt, brief but enough. For an instant, the godly presence falters.
Seriously, Boal, whatever this thing is, he didn't even feed you a good lie. Look at me. If there's any god of death here, it's me. It's pretty close.
You feel the presence waver. One moment a god of awesome power, the next a common redcap.
Bollocks! Don't do anything hasty now. The fish folk got plenty of power. We can share. Blessed Boal. What?
What?
Shut it, you! I'm talking to my chosen.
Please.
Chosen got power. You want power, don't you?
I'll just kill you and claim it for myself.
Kiss my ass. I'm the Lord of Murder. I'll show you why.
Boal.
Is it right?
What should I do?
You've slain the pretender. We knew in our hearts the god Boal was
you know?
false. But you, we see you. We know you by your true name, MAHKLOOMPAH.
A great deity needs a great name. Looks like you're off to a good start.
What is to be your first commandment, O great god?
A better name than Maku, whatever, for one.
You are too modest, great one. This name perfectly captures your essence, your fury. We will spread word of MAHKLOOMPAH. Your glory will sing from 10,000 throats.
expecting me to drop to my knees before you, forget it.
What is to be your first commandment, O great god?
No more blood rituals.
You test us, Great One. There are other ways of showing devotion. Strangulation, perhaps. No matter. Your glory will be sung, Great MAHKLOOMPAH.
Weird.
At the ready. What's in here?
Okay. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it off for this episode. Thank you for watching Episode Author, and I'll catch you on the next one.